So Legion Remix has just released, and if you're somebody that's going to want to be playing a bunch of alt to get a bunch more bronze, to just get a bunch of characters to max level, or to say earn a bunch of artifact appearances for those other classes or specs, you're going to want to use the method I go over in this video, because specifically when it comes to increases in experience, that's going to work in a very different way in Legion Remix than it did in Mists of Pandaria Remix. So if you remember in Mists of Pandaria Remix, doing pretty much anything could just earn you threads that could be experience increasing threads that would be shared across all of your characters. And while those were pretty slow early on as well, especially before they did some big buffs to those, you're still probably gonna be earning less, at least early on in Legion Remix as well. But using the method in this video will start earning you a bunch of increases to the experience on your accounts for all of your Legion Remix characters, and it will also start the progression on all of those characters as well, which will just give everything you're trying to do in Legion Remix a pretty big head start. Now, just a disclaimer, the numbers and everything we're going over in this video are going to specifically be for this method, but there are other things you're going to be doing in Legion Remix that are going to give you some additional big chunks to the increases of your experience, a lot of those being one-time things. So I would definitely recommend you get one character and progress it a lot, and say at least get it to like max level and maybe do some max level stuff as well, at least while you're also doing the method in this video, because there will be a bunch of one-time bigger increases to your experience that will help get your overall experience gains a lot higher than just trying to only do this method. And this is going to revolve around the new Infinite Research system, which is a new system of Legion Remix that's essentially a daily objective system, but there's a handful of quality of life added into this to make it much better, and you can essentially infinitely farm this with alts, and there's a few ways to make the farming of it even better, and every single one of these objectives you complete will give you a 1% increase to experience that's shared across all of your characters, and we can infinitely farm this. And like mentioned, these are essentially just daily objectives. You get to choose between a handful of them every time you go pick one up, and at a baseline, if you say just bring your first character here, you'll be able to do 6 of these in your first day. Like I mentioned, they're daily, but you can stack up 6 days of objectives. So if you do all 6 of them, don't play for 6 days and come back, you won't have missed anything. But out of those 6, you can only pick up 1 at a time. So you could pick up 1 to go complete a normal dungeon, go complete that, turn it in, then pick up another to say go kill 200 enemies or something. And there's over 100 objectives that you can choose between, including defeating raid bosses, doing anything in the open world, doing any dungeons, killing random enemies, killing rares, anything you could possibly think of. And you could talk to the NPC that you pick these up from to kind of target farm ones more specifically. So ones in the open world, or ones in dungeons, or ones in raids. That'll probably be more for main level. But at a baseline of this farm, you're just doing these daily objectives that'll always give you that increase to your experience that's shared across all your characters. You can massively expand upon this with a few achievements, because there's these 4 achievements called Tenured in the Time Ways 1 through 4. Now the first 2 ones are the ones we really care about right now, and that's because the first 2 objectives increase your infinite research capacity. So remember, like I mentioned, you can pick up 1 of these objectives at a time, and you can do 6 on a new character, and then they become dailies. So every day on that same character, you will get another one of these because they're a daily. You can just not do them for the 6 days at the start and go do all 6 at once, but you still only get 1 new objective every day. That's until you get these achievements. The first achievement that increases your infinite research capacity will allow you to pick up 2 of these objectives, but it will also double the amount of objectives you can do. So even though you can pick up 2 of these objectives, you can now bank 12 of these dailies, but it will also give you 2 of these objectives every day. So the progress bar in like the main town of Legion Remix that shows you how many of these you can do will now have 12 there. So now after you get that first achievement, if you bring a new character here, they will be able to do 12 of these, and you'll be able to pick up 2 of them at a time. And that works in the exact same way for the next stage of the achievement. And to keep getting these achievements, you just have to do more and more infinite research. I think it's 5 for the first achievement and 20 for the second. It may be 10 for the first, but I'm not 100% sure. You essentially just do infinite research and you'll get these achievements. But for the second achievement, you will now have 18. So you can pick up 3 of these infinite research at once, and any new character you bring here will be able to do 18 18 infinite research right when they start off. And once you're up to this point, and let's say you've completed all of your infinite research, every day you'll be able to go do 3 more because you'll be able to pick them all up at once. And since any new character you can make can skip the starting area and go right to starting their infinite research, and because the infinite research is character specific, any new character you start after you have these achievements can go do 18 of these infinite research right away, which will mean if you do all of them, that's 18% increased experience per character right away. And that's infinite. You can do it on as many characters as you want. And then all of those characters you've done it on will also be getting 3 more every single day after you've already completed that 18. But again, you can just make a new character and do another 18. And if you're somebody that's going to be playing a lot of Legion Remix, it'll probably be better to do a bunch of characters you're actually going to want to play very early on. Go complete all of their 18 infinite research after you have the achievements, obviously, and set all of that up so all of those characters start refreshing their infinite research every day, because these infinite research objectives give you a lot of stuff. They give you those permanent increases to experience that, again, is shared across all characters. It also gives you boxes that give you really good gear. It gives you a ton of bronze, and it just gives you pretty much everything you're looking for in Legion Remix. And that's pretty much all you're going to be doing for this farm. If you haven't started Legion Remix yet and you just want to jump into this and start doing this farm, all you're going to do, create one character, get through the starting scenario so you can get your weapon and get to the main town of Legion Remix. Then every new character you create will be able to skip the starting scenario, just go straight to that town. And once you're at that point, you can just start doing your infinite research runs. Then as you start doing them more and more, you'll get achievement 1, which will double up the amount of infinite research you can do up to 12. So every new character will be able to do 12. Then once you do 20, you'll get achievement 2. That'll make all of your new characters be able to do 18 of those right away. And that's what you're going to be doing. Rinse and repeating all of those different characters, and you'll just be stacking up your experience gains. But that's all I want to go over. So thanks for watching.